Happy Star Wars Day, everybody. Literally walking into Galaxy's Edge as we speak through the Frontierland entrance. It is Star Wars Day. Actually, we're here to talk about Star Wars month. The entire month of May will be dedicated to Star Wars in both Tomorrowland and Galaxy's Edge, naturally. And we're starting our day here at Galaxy's Edge. It's a little intense because there's a lot of different things happening. Photo ops, merchandise, character meet and greets, and of course food. Let's see what's happening here at Galaxy's Edge. For example, Doc Ondar's right behind me. They're selling the Cal Kestis Legacy Lightsaber. Cal Kestis is the star, the lead of a couple of video games, Jedi Fallen Order and Jedi Survivor, which just came out. Jedi Survivor is a brand new release. Very popular video game. Apparently a very popular choice for those who are looking to purchase lightsabers. The queue for this thing, and this has actually been going now for, this is its third day. So there's still, this queue runs all the way down the steps, or I should say around Ronto Roasters and around the entire length of the marketplace. The back of the queue is at the entrance to the marketplace as you come in from the Resistance side of Galaxy's Edge. Incredible. You can't just go in and browse. If you want to just browse inside of Doc Ondar's, you gotta wait in that queue, and it's gonna be like that all day. I wonder, do they even have enough lightsabers to sell all the people? Hi guys. That all the people that want one. Is everybody gonna get one? I see people walking around all the time with these, all day today with these big giant boxes. It's an impressive lightsaber, I'm sure. Hi, Chewie. Aww.
I think she's safe in that.
Oh. Bye, Chewie. I'm right here, baby girl. I'm good. Bye. Chewie took my daughter. Oh. Thank you, Chewie. You're the best. You stole my child, and then he gave me a hug. All right, let's get into some food. We're gonna go to Docking Bay 7 right behind you, which is the location, the only new food this year for Star Wars Day, Star Wars Month is right here at Docking Bay 7, a root beef salad. There are other things that they brought back from previous years, and there's some new treats, but if you're looking for a meal, this is it. Let's go check out the root beef salad at Docking Bay 7. Okay guys, we're gonna try this. We're gonna try the Temple root leaf and moss salad. And it comes with a seasoned guayo egg. That's a guayo egg. I don't know what a guayo is. What it really is a soy marinated hard-boiled egg, which sounds wonderful. I do love things marinated in soy. As for the salad itself, and do forgive Sophie chattering in the background there, but as for the salad itself, sweet and savory salad greens, and there she goes. Brine vegetables, roasted mushrooms, and fried potato noodles. And Sophie wants some salad. Let's try the soy marinated egg. That's just about perfect. I love hard-boiled eggs, but I also love them with salt. So the soy kind of takes the place of the salt. That's fantastic. That's great. Trying next seasoned vegetables. You have to forgive me. I have to do this by hand because I'm without my second camera today. Ooh. Sweet and savory with a little bit of kick. Roasted mushrooms. Very, very good. The cucumbers look really refreshing. Light and clean, refreshing, very nice. Chasing it down, by the way, with some moof juice. It's pretty good. It's basically just tea and fruit juice. I would have preferred a Tatooine Sunset from next door, but Camp Mobile ordered the two things together. Had to make it easy. I'm still hungry. That was just a salad. That's not near enough food. Good thing though, oh my goodness, there's some new treats at Kat Saka's Kettle as we walk by it right now. The line is enormous, but there's some new treats here that I gotta get into. Things are gonna get a little weird. I love it when things get weird. The first thing we're gonna try is the Niamos popcorn. It's a savory sour cream and chive popcorn. They've also got Surabat Valley. That's new, but that's just basically sweet kettle corn, which we've all had that. certain I've never had sour cream and chive popcorn. It almost, that's weird. It's almost like it's just regular cheddar cheese, like, you know, the cheesy popcorn. Same texture, same kind of dusting on there. I'm not getting either sour cream or chive. Am I doing this wrong? I feel like I'm doing this wrong. Tastes like cheese popcorn. My palate must be toast. I'll say this though, it's pretty good actually. Whether or not it tastes like sour cream or chives, it tastes good. I'm enjoying it. This one's got me a little concerned. It's a jelly fruit muffin. I mean, this looks wild. It's a passion fruit buttermilk muffin with what I want to say, pineapple and blueberry jam, I believe. I don't know. I'm just gonna eat it. Moist, dense, a little bit of flavor. There's a lot of different textures going on there between the actual muffin and, you know, the pineapple and the blueberry. It's not bad actually. It's not overly sweet, and the blue doesn't really enter in it. They just that's dyed. It's a sweet, dense muffin. It's actually not bad.
I have a question. How do you hear the stuff being on the front?
Hello.
It's starting to get really intense here in Galaxy's Edge. Just trying to hang out there with Mando, who, by the way, is still a fantastic meet and greet. That was really cool. I got a few good looks at him and Grogu, but the crowd around him is so it's a little much, especially when you got a stroller with a baby in it. But yeah, this is a really intense day here at Galaxy's Edge. The most intense thing I've experienced here in a quite a long time. I mean, the original when Mando first appeared, that was a big day, but it was central. It's located, focused on just Mando. The rest of the land was no big deal. Meanwhile, I found halfway down the path between the Resistance and the First Order side is the back of the Lightning Lane queue. I'm down here to check in on Rise of the Resistance to see, you know, how what the wait is like, what the queue is like. Hi. And we got our first answer. You see a queue like this, don't get in the standby queue. That's all I can say. Unless it's like the only thing you ever want to do today, because it's going to take them a while to process all these Lightning Lane guests, and they're going to process all of these Lightning Lane guests before they process, I don't know, a handful of standby. I'm looking at, you expect a ratio of like 35, 40 to, you know, 3 or 4, 10 to 1, 15 to 1, 20 to 1 maybe. The frame rate is a little wonky, so you can't read it, but that says 120 minutes standby, which is about what I would have expected seeing that Lightning Lane queue, and it's not going to get any better. 120 minutes in the back of the queue is just near the caves. It's not that far back. They're not using any of that extended queue space at the back of the land there at all, which goes with just exactly what I was just saying. Lightning Lane, people are not getting in the queue. It's not a long line as far as the number of guests are in the queue. If it weren't for that Lightning Lane that we saw out there, the queue that you're seeing here would be more like an hour. Those guys are going to do a lot of standing and sitting around and waiting. Oh my God. Making our way over to Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run to see how that is performing today with this crowd. But on that note, I should say the good news is, in spite of the fact that we just saw a 2-hour wait and an incredibly long Lightning Lane, this is Star Wars Day. So expect things to be, what you're seeing here, to be a little bit in excess of what you will find throughout the rest of the month, especially the back half of May as opposed to the front half of May. Things can be a little tense. Everybody loves, you know, an event here in Southern California. Hi guys. We all love showing up just as soon as possible for stuff like this, and then, you know, the energy fades. So if you're going to be here to enjoying or to try to enjoy Star Wars month at Disneyland, you certainly won't be running into crowds like we're seeing today on Star Wars Day than you would, let's say, on the 10th or the 15th or even, the 20th or whatever. Wow. Okay, so Smuggler's Run is posted at 120 minutes as well. One thing you'll note though is that there's no observable lightning lane queue. I've seen lightning lane stretch out here into the common area on some days when it's super popular. So that tells me that perhaps this is just a bunch of people getting on standby. If we watch, let's see, everybody's getting in the left lane though. This is something we observed a while back when we were first charting lightning lane. We watched the Millennium Falcon crew check in, and almost every single one of them went left. Very few went right. As a matter of fact, we have two right now going in the opposite direction. So it's a negative flow on standby. Every single person going in here is going in lightning lane. My word. Now, when I observed this a while back, I watched it for a solid half an hour. I watched it for a half an hour, and I mean, a handful of people went through standby. So it's incredible how few people do standby. So if you're getting, if it's a 2-hour wait and nobody's going through standby, then my goodness, they're just standing there. They're just gonna, the few who do are just gonna stand there. Where does the standby queue go? I'm so tempted to go in there, but I've got Sophia with me, so I can't. I'm so tempted to go in there and see what that looks like. I just want to know for science. You want to ride a spaceship, baby girl? Okay. I cannot believe this. She's 38. Actually, she was counting 39 inches, that is. So this is a monumental day for Sophia, her first big person ride ever. She's gonna ride the Millennium Falcon. She's so excited. Are you excited? Yeah. Look at. We're gonna go on the Millennium Falcon. Keep going. Press the buttons.
Repair test.
Press the buttons, the green buttons.
You'd better be faster on the left. Move your stick to fly right and left.
Whoa! The yellow one. The yellow one.
Drew is right. If we lead them back, they may find the resistance. Only 3 left. You did it. Watch out! Oh, that's going to be
Good job, buddy.
Keep me up.
Baby girl, you just rode the Millennium Falcon. How exciting. And we only crashed a little bit. That was not part of the plan today. I was not expecting to be riding Smuggler's Run with baby Sophia. She's 39. Yay! Did you have fun?
Yeah.
Was that fun? Was that scary?
Okay.
Was that bumpy and oh my gosh? That just made my day. That just made my Star Wars day. She's official. Sophie's down there knocking on doors looking for bounties. We're gonna celebrate Sophie's first ride with this thing. This being the Tanu Swirl crunchy cereal version of blue milk. It's blue milk with like a raspberry drizzle in there, and I don't know what they're calling it, but they're obviously nerds. So it's blue milk with raspberry and nerds. Definitely nerds. All I'm getting so far is the blue milk. I think you're supposed to mix it up, which I didn't because I've only got the one hand. This is not going to work out well for me. I'm wondering if I should go for it. I do love nerds. I'm going to go for it. That's the payoff. A whole bunch of nerds dipped in blue milk. That's pretty good.
Sir, did you find what you were looking for?
You said you deployed patrol units, Lieutenant.
Yes, sir. Yes, I did.
I ask because I didn't see them. I want stormtroopers crawling this outpost. Until we have what we need, no one rests. You don't rest. Understood?
Understood, sir. Troopers! What recon? And patrol units in the streets if that spy is here. I want her found. Failure is not an option for any of us. Am I making myself perfectly clear to the both of you?
Affirmative.
Good. Then move out.
That way. Stay out of trouble. One moment. Has this young traveler come to find adventure? Or to find trouble? Quickly, we're on
Probably trouble. Yeah, probably trouble.
Stay clear of those rogue pilots. You don't want that kind of trouble.
Roger that.
Enjoy your day.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
We better get out of here before Sophie gets us into any more trouble. One last thing. There is a magic shot here for Star Wars Month in Galaxy's Edge, and if you're not paying attention, you'll completely miss it because it's in the entrance and exit tunnel for Frontierland. So once you're inside the land proper, you're not going to find it. And here you'll find a very large queue. This is for magic key holders, by the way. A very large queue of guests looking to get their picture taken magically with IG-12. And it looks like a lot, but it's not too bad. This will only take about maybe 10 minutes or so to get through all those folks, but you stop right here, you get your picture taken, you strike a pose, and then in post, they will put in IG-12, and you're posing along with them, which is really kind of neat. It's one of the better magic shots that I've seen them do because what you wind up being with is like a full size. It's a human-sized character that you're with. It looks really real. And with that, we are going to head out of Galaxy's Edge. That pretty much covers everything here. We're going to head over to Tomorrowland to see what else is going on for Star Wars Month. As the train goes by, there are no trains in Galaxy's Edge. That's just in Frontierland. Luckily, that's where we are. We're going to go to Tomorrowland, and there's a little bit extra going on there as well for Star Wars Month. In Tomorrowland, Space Mountain has done its yearly conversion into Hyperspace Mountain, the Star Wars themed version of Space Mountain. Same ride, of course, as Space Mountain, but they changed the music and they put in some new projections on ride, and it'll be here throughout the month of May and actually into the first week of June, I believe. So there will be opportunities for you to catch Hyperspace Mountain, though it is pretty competitive. The standby waits are usually pretty long, although right now on proper Star Wars Day, the standby wait time is just 60 minutes at about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. While you're in Tomorrowland, go ahead and hit Star Tours while you're at it. They don't do anything special for Star Tours for Star Wars Month. It's just its regular old Star Wars self, but it's a little less competitive than Space Mountain. When I walked by before it was about 20 minutes. It's probably picked up another 10 minutes since then. Tomorrowland, in general, is a little bit more crowded, and a little bit more hectic, and a little bit more busy than it would be on a normal day. Although, like I said, today is actual proper Star Wars Day. I have a feeling Star Wars Month is going to be, it's a little bit more busy as well for the rest of the month. Now, here's something that might be a bit unexpected. The Grogu Sipper, which people have been going a little bit nuts over. I see them everywhere. Lots of people getting the Grogu Sipper. It is super cute. They're still here. Lots of them still here. They're not doing that thing where they only put out a little bit up front, create some artificial scarcity, and then release a whole bunch of them later on. They're going to sell everything they got right up front, it looks like. You can find them here in Tomorrowland at the churro cart, where they're not selling lightsaber churros, at the fruit stand over there by the old People Mover station, and then at the lemonade cart, the frozen lemonade cart over there by the Innoventions building. A couple more things of note for Star Wars Month at Disneyland this year. Tomorrowland It's the only place to find the Grogu Sipper. There are none available in Galaxy's Edge. Disney is, though, selling the Light Up Acid Splitter Orb Sipper. You fill the orb with your favorite drink, while inside the orb is an acid-spitting creature of some kind that was introduced in the Oculus Quest VR game, Tales from Galaxy's Edge. You can also find the Droid Parts Popcorn Bucket in Galaxy's Edge as well. That's at Kat Saka's Kettle. And I think that's it. That's going to wrap our guide to Star Wars Month here at the Disneyland Resort, Galaxy's Edge, and Tomorrowland. Hope you guys enjoyed. We're going to be doing this all month, I guess. Star Wars Month for the rest of May. Hope you guys enjoyed. And until next time, be safe, be kind. May the 4th be with you. And fresh baked.